Jim Madison, president of the Friends of the Rochester City Skate Park. His presentation was on November 11th, 2011. Jim's main thesis talks about the safety of skateboarding compared to other sports like football and hockey. He goes on to talk about the benefits about having a skateboarding park in the city. He mentioned that his organization has opened 3 parks in New York City and only 1 will be open in Rochester. He says when there aren't safe skateboarding parks, there are kids that get injured or die because they're basically skateboarding on city streets illegally. He goes on to talk about where they could build a park in Rochester that could be climate friendly because it would be built under one of our city bridges, which is a great location. He is very passionate about building this park. He captured the attention of the audience by using humor and stating facts. He talked about the positive facts of children skating and what it could bring to Rochester. I think he used humor and sharing stories with the audience very well. He maintained the engagement of the audience by talking about his vision and how having a skate park could help the entire Rochester city as well as keeping younger generations here. He also connected the audience with humor and talked about his family so we could relate with him. I think that really helped engage the audience for the entire speech. The 10 Commandments that I think he showed was number 2, thou shalt dream a great dream. There's no skateboarding park in Rochester, and I think many people in the audience and that watched the video could see his dream. And also number 3, thou shalt reveal thy curiosity and passion. He talked about his passion, which was really easy to hear when viewing the presentation. He did a great job talking about his passion and why he thinks we need a skating park. I would give him a 4 out of 5. I thought it could have been a little shorter as it was 19 minutes long, but I really did enjoy the speech. I thought he was dynamic. I thought he told the story of what he envisioned very well. He had a ton of facts and added humor to his speech to keep the flow of the presentation. I think he connected with a lot of the audience by mixing humor and facts together very well. Mr. Madison used 3 tips from Gar Reynolds. He customized his content for the audience to use slides as humorous punctuation, and I believe he left the audience feeling smarter. I enjoyed learning more about his vision and learned a lot from the presentation, different facts about skateboarding and burning calories, more than kids playing the Wii and other things like that. Mr. Madison used humor like Sir Ken Robinson. Mr. Madison's speech was much more polished than Sir Ken's, but I thought both were really good. You can tell Sir Ken does many more speeches, and at times you couldn't tell if Sir Ken's presentation was scripted or not. But both were very passionate about what they were talking about. Sir Ken's about education, and Mr. Madison's about the skate park. The tips that I can give my classmates: practice your speech, use humor, I think it really works, and be passionate above all. Both these speakers really showed their passion. When you are passionate about your speech, that will truly come through in your presentation. Thank you.